Welcome to day 6 of our 21 days of prayer and fasting. And today we want to put our focus on empowerment. In our passage today, the Apostle Paul connects the dots for us in 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 11. It reads, "So we keep on praying for you, asking our God to enable you to live a life worthy of His call. May He give you the power to accomplish all the good things your faith prompts you to do." You see, the Apostle Paul says that your faith prompts you to do good things for God. And the only way you'll be able to accomplish them is through God's power. You see, we must by faith keep giving God something to work with, something to fill us with His power. You see, when we think about the New Testament church, it was walking in the fear of the Lord, which meant they had to take radical actions of faith. Why? Because they believed God would act supernaturally on their behalf. Their steps of faith provided a container for God to fill. I love the story of the widow in 2 Kings chapter 4. The debt collector is at the door of the widow and is about to drag her and her 2 sons into slavery to pay her husband's debt. And we have the prophet Elisha who comes to the rescue. But you see, in order for this miracle to work, it requires faith from the widow's part. You see, all she had was a small jar with a little oil in it. Now, Prophet Elisha gives her a task. He tells her to go and get some empty jars from her neighbors. Now, she had the choice to be obedient or to reject. Just think about it for a moment. It seems like a ridiculous thing to go and empty borrowed jars when you can't even fill the jar that you have, right? I want to tell you today, faith gives God a container to fill. Because the widow was obedient and gathered the empty jars, when the prophet Elisha told her to pour out what little oil that she had into the empty jar, the Bible tells us that the oil kept flowing and flowing and flowing. It flows until it fills up every empty jar she had found is full. The miracle provides for her family and pays her debts. As the Apostle Paul says, your faith prompts you to do good things for God. And the only way you will be able to accomplish them is through God's power. You see, we must by faith keep giving God something to work with, something to fill us with His power. You see, our faith in God's provision empowers us to take bold action for the kingdom. Now I want to ask you a personal question. What is God calling you to do that will require your real faith to pursue? You see, God's power shows up when we begin to pour out by faith.